Hey everyone, welcome to day 88 Reseller Reflections, a day in the life of a full-time reseller supporting her family. It is September 4th, 2024, and the word of the day today was focus. And I needed the reminder. I got very distracted today and kind of got off my game a couple of times. Yeah, focus is hard. It takes a lot of energy and it takes discipline and I needed to be probably a little more strict with my schedule, my boundaries today. I was not, and yeah, I'm paying for it because I should have been done with work at least an hour ago, over an hour ago, but I'm not. I am now. I'm reset to zero. Thank you. So I'm ready to refocus tomorrow morning because every day is an opportunity to start over. And I'm going to keep concentrating on that. And as I'm realizing with this focus, there are so many things throughout the day, like little things that are pulling at me or that I'm easily distracted by. And, I think, oh, I'll just take care of that right now. And I did today because I didn't have my time blocks set as effectively as I should have because I was like, oh, I have all the time, I have all the time to get my stuff done. And so I really didn't follow my schedule. Yeah, so I don't know. But if I had now in retrospect, if I had followed my schedule, I would have been done on time and I would have been able to take care of all those little personal things that I found myself doing throughout the day. Oh, I got that text. Oh, let me read that. Oh, that sounds interesting. Let me do that. Like, what the heck, Libby? All right. So tomorrow's a new day. I'm going to try again. I would like to say sales today where we met our sales goal. I think today is day 4 that we've met our sales goal. I don't think I talked about Sunday, but when I was looking at the numbers today, we met our sales goal 4 days in a row. All right. So far, so good. All right. The work and the focus is paying off and really concentrating on that. Or maybe it's just a fluke and it'll catch up later, but putting the work in, as I hope you are as well, to get to where you want to be. Once I figured out the how, it's getting a little easier. And I feel a little more confident in what I am doing and what I'm going to be able to achieve. So yeah, the how was really important. I know I've been stuck on that for a couple of days, but I think you guys probably need to be stuck on that a little bit too and start asking yourself how. All right. So how are you going to reset to zero? How are you going to make that happen? Are you going to set a timer at the end of the night? Are you going to, I like the timer or an alarm. So tomorrow I'm actually going to set an alarm when I want to be done with work, and I'm going to put that hard and fast boundary in my schedule and maybe try that. Is there something you do that is your cue? They talk in Atomic Habits about Jill drink. Yes, every time I mention a book now, Jill takes a drink because I talk about so many different books. But they talk about like having a cue. What's your cue to reset? Maybe it's a timer. Maybe it is, after you take the dog out, you clean up your desk or whatever. After you have your dinner, before you have your dinner, like what's your cue? That is an effective thing. I'm still working on my cues to reset. All right. Hopefully you have one. Share it with me. Maybe it'll be helpful. I think I'm going to do like a little notification in my calendar. It says quitting time. And then 5 minutes before I'll get an alert, and that'll give me enough time to reset to zero at the end of the day. I have to say, in masterminds, somebody brought up, I think it was definitely Vanessa, the diabetic reseller. Go follow her. She's got some really cool things to say. She had said that she found herself throughout the day putting things away. Like after she had her desk reset to zero, like she doesn't let things linger around on her desk anymore. And you know what? Now my reset to zero is a lot easier because I hadn't noticed, but I'd been doing the same thing. Oh, I'm done with that inventory. Let me put it away. And I don't let things, linger or build up or anything like that. And I guess it's just maybe a natural progression of, doing the reset to zero for so many days now. It's been at least 88. So, thanks guys for keeping me accountable. All right. So we have Jill of Rusted Truck Relics, Jason Santee Swapper, Shar, Fabulous Flamingos, Kathy Sings, Nick, Mr. C Chats, Vanessa, Brightest Holidays, also the diabetic reseller, Judith R, and Pam of Whimsy and such. So they have all been joining me on this Reset to Zero challenge and seeing hopefully the benefits. Hopefully they've been keeping up with it. Somebody sent me a message or video. I'm like, that's it. I'm going to start taking people off the accountability list. I'm just kidding. Not really, because I know how much you guys like that and you're with me along on this journey. All right. So the quote for today, I don't think I said what the quote for today was. Complexity means distracted effort. Simplicity means focused effort. So one of the things that I'm thinking about with my focus is what are the things that, sometimes when you've been doing something so long, or like I'm going to use software as an example, like you just keep building complexities around it, right? Like little tweaks here, little things there. And like all of a sudden things just get so convoluted and so you get kind of bogged down by your process, right? And you don't see it because it creeps up like a little tweak here, a little, I'll just add the inventory number back there. Just these little things, right? And over time, they add up. So it's always good to just look at your process as somebody new coming in, right? And what would you do if you were doing it for the first time? How would you keep it simple? And look at those things that build up over time. That's something I've been looking at, maybe even doing something to make something else work, right? Like, let's use the shipping station as an example. Like I was in my shipping process, right? It was just the way I always did it. Like there was no reason for it, but I would, weigh each package, print the label, the scale would shut off. I'd have to, do the scale again when I packed. And it was like, there were a lot of these inefficiencies in my shipping process. I'd have to grab the scissors. They weren't right on my desk. And I'd, do this and put them away and do this and put them away. And so I was like, all right, you know what? If I was going to just come in fresh, like not think about the way I'm doing it now, but think about what would make sense if somebody just came in for the first time. All of a sudden I saw all these little things I was doing that did not make any sense. Like now I just package everything, weigh everything, write it right on the package, and then print my labels. So little things like that. All right. So complexity means distracted effort. Simplicity means focused effort. So maybe there's something you do every day, shipping, maybe it's cross-listing, maybe it is a part of your listing process. Just look at it with fresh eyes and look at all those little things that you're doing that may not even be necessary anymore. Or, what you thought you might, need to record the cost of goods sales, the cost of goods sold on every single item that you source. Maybe you don't have to do that. Maybe you don't have to be, going into as much detail on something as you originally thought like might be helpful. I refined my accounting process, like my weekly accounting process. I guess it was last year at some point, and I cut out a lot of what I was tracking because it wasn't necessary and it was taking me time. And I'm not a detail person, so that doesn't, details don't really excite me. So really think about that. Like, is there something you're doing that you've probably made more complex in your head than it really needs to be? All right. So complexity equals distracted effort. Simplicity means focused effort. All right. So the more simple we can make something, the more simple we can make our process, the more focused we're going to be able to be, in addition to efficient. All right. So that's it for today. I hope you guys have an awesome night. I hope you also are seeing an uptick in your sales. Let me know. I'm curious because maybe this is just, the roller coaster and I'm going to be riding it that way next week. I don't know, but I'm going to enjoy it while it's happening. All right, everybody, have an awesome evening. I will see you on day 89 of Reseller Reflections tomorrow. Bye.